I hear Eivor needs men. And I'll be ready to serve when the time comes. Good scene if you ever need it.
Give me a bench, Eivor. I've a thirst for plunder and glory. If not now, then next time.
Show me what lies ahead.
Okay, hello. Just gonna double check if the mic is working. There we go, yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna do some river raiding while trying to do some level of a review of this game, which I have finished, and I've been gone for very long time now, so there's something here, right? Yeah, it's so I have to think about where to start, because I've been working on trying to get the mic working for like a half an hour now. I'm going to start with reviewing it as an Assassin's Creed game, and then just going further as talking to it as an RPG game and stuff. So I'll start with the negative. As an Assassin's Creed game, it's probably my least favorite, because the Assassin's Creed part, or assassin part, just feels tacked on. It doesn't feel like there's any rhyme or reason to it, and that kind of sucks, really. When you feel like the games you fell in love with, like I've been playing this since the first one. I love Assassin's Creed. It's like one of my go-to. Like I've been with this from the start, as I said. So to have the lore, the interesting part, just be tacked on like it has in this one. Like the assassin part felt like basically it could have been a DLC. It was not a main focus, and she's not even an assassin, Abel. She's just here, really. And that, in my eyes, in my fandom view, really sucked. I did not enjoy that part. And the parts that I did like the most in the game were the parts that actually had to do with the assassins and stuff like that. Oh shit. Stuff. I'm kind of thinking, it just, to me, it feels like Ubisoft was like, oh, we want to make a Viking RPG, but shit, let's make it an Assassin's Creed title and just tack that on. That's what it feels like. I feel for those of us who have been here since the beginning, that's kind of a disservice. I really do feel like that's not what we're here for. So I really hope with whatever comes next that they go back to basics almost. And I also really freaking hate the RPG element in Assassin's Creed. But I'll get back to that in a sense, because these started as linear stories. Yeah, there were some side quests.
Let's get back to the ship.
And all that jazz, but like there were linear stories to follow, and I'm not saying there isn't a story here, but it gets bogged down under everything else. The story doesn't feel like the main focus even. That's, I don't know, that's a pity. Because it is, they've created an interesting lore around all this, so it's a pity that they now are choosing to sideline it. I was very happy that they finally updated the real world, or current world stuff. Like we're finally getting something there again, since they killed Desmond. And part of me is still hoping they'll bring him back some way. Not even kidding. But that's it, yeah. As an Assassin's Creed game, yeah, it's probably my least favorite. Also because I felt the story was a bit... I didn't care about Sigurd. I didn't care about the relationship really between him and Eivor that much. They didn't really establish Sigurd as a character, I felt, even. He was there, he was being a douchebag, and then he was kidnapped, and then he came back and was an even bigger douchebag. And I kind of followed the choices to get the happy ending, but from what I get, the only difference really is if Sigurd ends up staying in Norway or not, from what I've read. And that kind of leaves me like, if there's not really any stakes in the choices, then not really. And I feel like Eivor is a woman's name, at least in Norway, and they've continually said she's from Norway, so that also makes the part where you can choose if it's a boy or a girl nonsensical to me. I'm not saying a guy can't have that name, but that's also what bugs me, because we're reliving past events. It's a set story in the past, and you get to choose the sex of the character. It doesn't make sense within the frame of what Assassin's Creed has been up to this point. So the logic of their own setting doesn't make sense anymore. And that's bugged me. But I also think that's because Ubisoft are honestly too freaking chicken to have a female lead and let that be it. Like, they keep saying that Cassandra is the canon character. It has been revealed that the female Eivor is the canon character, so I'm like, why? And why do you do this? Are you really that chicken shit in letting your games actually have a female lead? So that's okay. I have no idea what's going on right now. So that's just how I feel about that part of it. To me, this is not Assassin's Creed. It shouldn't have that moniker at all. They could have just made a Viking game. But that brings me back to like the RPG element, and that's fun. Like, there's fun things to do. There's fun side quests and all of that. But my main feeling is also there's so much to do in this game, and like the cairns, I think there's one in each region. Fair enough. It's not the most interesting thing. Those hex bags or whatever I'm gonna call them. There were like a million of them in each area, and that got so freaking boring after a while. But the completionist in me had to finish it. That's like, so yeah, that got annoying after a while. That they couldn't. I would have had fewer of those kind of things, and then maybe done more different things. Like the Reda stuff is okay. I'm not mad at it. Even though those get a little too similar after a while as well. But that's okay. It's an okay element. But yeah, the completionist side of me got a little bored with all the hex bags and yeah, the cairns as well. But the cairns grew on me a little bit. Yeah, the hex bags did not. I'm trying to remember now because it's been a while since I've played. There's been a lot of illness in the family lately, so I haven't been able to play as much. But as an RPG game, it's fun. But again, like I mentioned earlier, with what the outcome of your choices would be. Basically, if Sigurd comes back to join the clan as your subordinate, or if he stays in Norway, it really doesn't have an impact, does it? So I think when it comes right down to it, I've enjoyed the mechanics of the game more than the actual game, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't.
Run up the stairs!
I just feel like yeah, I don't know why it's hard for me to kind of explain what I mean right now. I feel like there should be more to it. Yes, the story drowns in all the side quests, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I really feel like they should have done more with Abel's story. They made more of a thing. Oh, fuck, I think I chose the wrong place right now. I just feel like they should have made more of that. It should be more of story focused than a side quest focused type of game. I miss focus on story. It worked to some degree in Origins. Worked a little less in Odyssey, although I had a lot more fun with that game. I like Cassandra a lot more, I think, than Eivor. And that's just a general thing. Like, I don't like the stoic heroes as much. I like the humoristic ones. But that's a preference. That's not really a game thing. And they need to change it up, so I'm not angry about it. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what else, because I had the whole thing in my mind. And but yeah, as an RPG game, it works better. They should have just made a Viking game. Is kind of my thinking. They should have brought, because it didn't sound like with all the side quest stuff or missions or whatever. It just ended up feeling like let's just cram it full so people don't get bored. But by doing it the way they did, I did get bored. If that makes any sense. Probably not. Also, they could have given us a little more choice in the romance department. But that falls also under the whole part of it. It doesn't make sense from the earlier stories where you get your romantic counterpart, and then that's that, you know, like you get the one. And I thought they're kind of hinting Eivor is, for now, thinking she is a female, like canon is really female. I would claim that, and to then offer up such a scarce variety of male potential romantic interest. Because that's what I'm looking for, anyways. He does really just spy, though, to me. But that's another thing entirely that I'm not even... Again, it doesn't make sense within the Assassin's Creed canon, I guess you could say, to have these choices. And I guess they're jumping on the bandwagon after Witcher 3 because that kind of made RPGs the big thing. But I really wish they would stop, to be honest. I don't mind side quests, but I want the story to be linear. I don't want to make choices. I just want a fucking story that makes sense, you know? I can't really... So as an Assassin's Creed game, like I've said this a million times, I feel, but I felt this game was really disappointing as an Assassin's Creed game. And as I mentioned with the RPG, there was just too much repetitiveness. So I can't give this top marks as just an RPG game either. I have to think now if I'm using that term correctly. So I'm kind of trying to think now. What did I really like the Ireland storyline. Like that's the weird thing. I preferred the DLCs to actually the main story because I like the one in France as well. But again, there you have more of a linear thing going. It's more like the choices mattered there as well, but it wasn't.
We beat the Ravens.
I feel like again, Odyssey did that better, with the choices actually having an impact, because you could end up. Sorry if there's spoilers. From what I've learned, you could end up sitting around the table with just your mother at the end, or your whole family. And that's more impact than just losing one guy here. But again, because I didn't give a shit about Sigurd at all, I found him incredibly just meh as a counterpart or whatever. So I guess that's part of the problem as well. They established more of the kinship between these two. And it would make more sense to me, I suppose. But, I gotta get all the hearts. So yeah, I feel I'm just bitching about it, and then you might ask why the hell have you played nearly 200 hours of it? And I don't really have a good answer, other than I'm a completionist when it comes to games. I like to finish. Having said that, like I said, I enjoyed the DLCs. But again, I'm gonna go negative. I freaking hated the Asgard, the Jotunheim stuff. That was boring as hell, and the whole implication that Basim is actually Loki. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know, because they're getting too far off their own ass right now. I guess is what I'm have to say. I feel oh god, I feel like such a douche right now for saying it like this, but yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. And where was it? Yeah, the mythical aspect I found incredibly boring. Also, because some of the voice work there was a little iffy to me. But getting back, to that voice work. One thing that bothers me, I don't know this actress. I haven't seen her in anything else, so I don't know. The female voice for Eivor kind of bugged me. I don't know much about the male. I haven't actually heard that, but it bugged me because it just made me think of California surfer dude, but a girl who wants to be one of the guys. Like, he went the graveliness, and it was a put on, because there are some sequences where that doesn't happen, but it's obvious. Like, I think that maybe be part why I like the Iron storyline, because the actress had apparently mellowed a little bit. Like, it was, oh, I don't have to be one of the guys type aspect to it. and not sure I'm making sense, but she made this very gravelly choice, and I didn't feel it, I guess. That took me a while to get over. Just basically the voice. Because I think maybe the director or the actress herself was like, okay, this is a Viking, it's a female Viking, it's surrounded by guys. I gotta make her a butch. And honestly, I'm not in love with that choice. Let's put it like that. But that's their choice. I don't have to like it. That's my thing as well. But especially when I noticed after a while there were some parts of the game where that voice mellowed, where I just felt like, okay, so this is a conscious choice to do this, and I'm not behind it. Also, some of the maneuverability is not good. The whole part where you have to stand in an exact spot to make things work, that's the hell out of me.
Let's go!
But these are petty things. But again, I enjoyed the mechanics. I suck at the whole upgrading stuff, so I got a little help there. Sorry, I forget usernames like that. Where are the Russian streams? I don't know. I'm not Russian.
No racing the same.
So I got some help on the mod, and I'm grateful for that. I had a lot more fun after I had help like that. So that I wish I'd known that earlier. I was almost done with the game at that point. Fuck, are we going? Okay, we're going the wrong way. That makes no freaking sense. Why are we going the wrong way? God.
Sail down!
That's another thing. But I feel I've been very negative. I'm trying to change quite a bit. Like, I like the mechanics. I like some of the weaponry is fun. Some of the finishers are fun.
Can't raise the sail yet.
And so, there were a lot of fun characters. I'm trying to think. Oh god, the smithy guy. And his whole marriage thing. That was like a cute little storyline. I liked that. I liked what was his name? Billy? That was a nice. But again, every section feels like its own little story. And I guess that's part of the problem for me. It didn't feel like a whole arc. And also the thing that you can choose each area. You don't have to do it chronologically. That also took me off a little bit. But this is again me being part of these games from the beginning. I really miss the focus on story is what I miss the most, and the chronological order of that story. So I'm gonna stop harping on that because I feel like I'm repeating myself for like the 5th time now. But yeah, I don't know, there are individual stories within the game that I've enjoyed, and that's what's kept me playing. I enjoyed the London part. Did I go wrong way again? How the oh my god, I'm getting so annoyed. I don't want to be here. I'm talking and not paying attention, is it? No, sorry. Get us out of here. That's not the way I was saying. Okay. Like the river rates, I'm sorry I didn't do more of them as I was playing the actual story because I'm enjoying them. The fun aspect. I wish there had... Also, the sacking of towers got a little too repetitive as well. It brings me back to I want more focus on the story and individual assassinations. think, why the hell have I played 200 hours of this then? I just keep bitching. No, I like the London part. I liked France and Ireland. I liked.
Come,
Trying to
help me with
remember.
this.
The Wicker Band thing. I was like, eh. I am sorry I killed the girl's mum though. I kind of regret that choice because she's parentless.
Come,
I didn't think he would go
Leave
in the
out
Wicker
staying
Man
are
at the end.
welcome.
I think that's part of it. That's why I made that choice, because I thought the mom was the evil one. It's been too long. Yeah, and oh god, the boneless guy. My god. That was just... I kind of wish we could have killed him twice, to be honest. I want to say his name was Sigurd too, but I think that's wrong. I don't actually remember. I know there's more of Tombs of the Fallen coming, so I will come back to this game. But again, that's very puzzly. I don't see why that's its own thing.
let's hit
If
the
that
basket.
was...
I'll finish you.
The other game I won't be able to get any focus in because I suck, but whatever. I gave up on the master challenge stuff because that's never gonna happen. I'm not skilled enough to be honest. I don't know that much. Also, I don't have the patience for that shit. This is so fun with the mods. That's one of the upgrades I really enjoy. I think the Rumble character's nice enough.
Hey, come here a moment.
Oh, that. Where is that? The guy whose dad had been killed and they had to choose. Yeah, I had to choose who would lead them or be a leader in that area. I kind of feel like I made the wrong choice, but if he would have died anyway. Basically, because I just read that if I didn't choose him, he would come live in the settlement with his girlfriend. And I just felt, okay, we're going to be together. That was basically my motivation, but if by doing that I got him killed, I feel sad. Because the guy I chose, I didn't really like either. He was kind of what's your name again?
Get out of here.
Trying to think of the individual storylines right now. Basin is an interesting character, but I feel like him being wrapped up in the whole mythology and being Loki was kind of... meh. That's a no from me, to be honest. I'm a whiny bitch, I know. What else? I'm trying to think now. Yeah, I like the river raids. I think maybe there could have been a little more of an element to them, but I don't know what. The weather stuff is okay. I think now.
Can't raise the sail here. Run up the sail.
I can't think of the different storylines actually. And then there was the storyline with that woman that was all in the beginning. I don't even remember that one. And then the guy who was supposed to marry that Viking woman. That one was interesting. I actually liked that one where you think he dies and then it turns out he's captured. I don't quite understand how they survived that. Paul? See, I've forgotten all the names now. But I actually liked that. And when you go back, that's one thing. Like you get these letters, and when you read them, they disappear, and they're all invites to come back. And I wish that would, like the letters could have stayed there, and you choose a letter, and it would give you a marker. I was running around willy-nilly like I did in that Wicker Man scenario because I was looking for. I forgot his name. I want to say his name. Oh, God, why is it so overly sensitive? Oh, God damn it. Okay, thank you.
Fire! Fire! Oh!
Jesus, and he's right there.
Fire!
That's so weird. Did I just die? Oh,
Ready,
there it is.
bows!
I feel like something about the visual.
Fire!
I realized I suck. I was supposed to leave.
What
Come
are
on.
you doing?
What am I doing? Yeah, I liked that storyline. Like that's probably the most interesting one of all the single stories. Think about it. Again, like yeah, and the Vinland one, the American one, was kind of cool with its tie to Assassin's Creed 3, which I'm not a big fan of that one, but I have been considering replaying it. Ooh, wrong button. Just to see if I would enjoy it more now. I didn't hate Connor like a lot of other people did, but I just hated the mechanics in that game. Let me get my head around them. Yeah, other positives. I always like the seafaring stuff. It was fun to be in my own native country, and that's also like I kind of wish more of the story had been set in Norway. But see, kind of fun to find one of the areas from my childhood town or area. That was kind of funny. The geography, it's like fucked up though. I don't know, I'm trying to think right now. I feel I've been bitching the whole way. I need to focus on positive. Yeah, Rebecca and Sean being back, I'm happy about because I always liked them. I've heard through channels that Desmond has a son that they've discovered, and I kind of wish he would be involved now, even though he's a literal child. I guess I want some more focus on the real world stuff. But I've enjoyed that part of this game. Like a little pity that they got rid of Layla, as I liked her well enough. Where did the other guy go? Is he dead already? Oh. I don't know why I keep reading the other ones. I don't need them anymore. God, like stuff like this. Getting around a table shouldn't be that hard. Oh my god. I enjoyed the River Raid stuff. I do. I like those levels. It is weird that my favorite parts of this game have been the side quest DLC and stuff. I have to admit that and get away from the whole. Oh, fuck you, dude. They're really down. There we go. I think now. I kind of wish when the really, if you have that romantic encounter,
All right, we have what we came
if you
for.
could,
Let's go.
if you choose to bring him back to the settlement, that he could be one of the, oh god, one of the romance choices for like a steady relationship. I don't know. I chose Carbon just because there really wasn't another choice. In my eyes, I find him not that interesting, to be honest. Like, I feel they put a little too little work into the males, but whatever. After that, I don't find that interesting as an aspect of the game, though. So again, if the game had made you forced one at the end, that would have been okay. But yeah, graphics, mechanics, all that's great, except the walking around table stuff. I don't know, I feel like I've been bitching a lot, despite actually having enjoyed this game. Just because I can't let go of the Assassin's Creed part of it, sadly. Oh my god, why? Okay, so we have to turn around. Where's the tube? Yeah, it's back there. I have not much more to say on it, really. Some good viewpoints in this one, though. I'll give them that. The fact that you can climb basically anything is also a big plus, because that has always been one of those, well, I could climb that there, that's much taller or worse, and I can't climb this, what the hell? So I'm glad they kind of fixed that up. The skeletic stuff, fine. The different armor is also fine. I don't invested enough in that kind of modern stuff, which means I get added difficulty, I guess. I gotta quit soon anyway, so I can random for the party round. Okay, I kind of wanted to finish this so I can get that last sword or whatever. I kind of do want to finish it.
Your worm food!
What is that last place that I want to get to? Get me more of those people. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think maybe I should shut up. The game itself is very good. I can't really fault it, really. Just me being a whiny bitch. I just hope whatever the next game is that it'll be more focused on story. More character driven. I guess that's my because I feel like Witcher 3, which I've played and really enjoyed, you had the story, the story was still linear. You could choose, you could fuck it up, but it guided you through your experience points, I guess. And that gave you enough backstory and build up to care, even if I hadn't played any of the other games, which is... So yeah, no, this doesn't come close to that, like in here in Norway we do tossing dice type scores, so I'm a score from 1 to 6, so I'm gonna give it a 4 actually. Because I had fun, I wouldn't have finished it if I didn't have fun. trying to think if that's because of like remove the Assassin's Creed angle, if it would get higher. Not really, to be honest. But that's just because I gotta admit I am a fan. I am a fan. That's so I can't really give it. I don't know, should I still be collecting these keys? I don't even know if that's the point. But I don't even know if that's a lot of people. But yeah, I'll give it a 4 out of 6, I think. Yeah, good pair. But yeah, that's it. I think that's me gonna go shut up now. I'm gonna turn off the mic. And then I'm gonna keep playing a little longer. So,
Hey, can't
so
do
say
this alone.
thanks if you listened, and please give me some comments on what you liked and didn't like, and if you've been playing for a long time, or if this is your first Assassin's Creed. I'm going to give away because I do have a PC code for Rogue lying around somewhere. Just have to find it first. So maybe in a future stream I can do that. So I have to admit I don't know if that's valid. Is there like a
Give me a hand with this.
use by date on those codes? Anyways. Yeah, let me know what you liked and didn't like about this game and this franchise and whatever. OMG, like this shit. Oh.
You die now!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're glitching. That's fun. I didn't have as much glitch problems with this as some people claim they would. There's nothing in here? Really? Then why the hell did I... Oh well. Okay. Like, I like the idea of the mastery challenges, I gotta say, because maybe you hone your skills a little bit, but I'm a willy-nilly gamer, I'm not gonna lie. Do you have anything else to get here? Oh wait, that guy. I'm gonna murder you. No? No, don't bother me. Okay, seriously, I'm gonna log off the mic now. Shut the fuck up. Achoo! Bye!
More sail!
Done for now.
Sails out!
Hey, hold on, you!
Run up the sail!
I'll split you!
We beat the Raven this day! Too hot!
Hands up, kid! God!
Eat your fate!
My sand saver! Thanks, saver!
Give me a hand over here.
Silver here. My thanks, Eivor.
Lord grant me strength.
Must be blocked from the other side.
Hey, come here a moment.
Plunder here.
Meet your fate. Not much longer to go.
Back to the ship.
Eivor! Gott að sjá þig.
Won't take long.
Thanks, Eivor.
Better got your better, dog. Lord grant me strength. Fucking shit. Thanks.
Getting away from me! Focus, we have it!
what we came for. Let's go. Ready bows! Shield them!
Ar hyn, breintir yn sofa. Rhaid ni lwg o'r adar. Ond sy'n